Ex-Egyptian Main Secretary Ahmed Shafiq has closed of the fleeing for the nation's chairmanship, proverb he is the incorrect man for the work. Mr. Shafiq announced his candidate in November in the Joint Arab Emirates, UAE, wherever he fled following loser the 2012 poll to Mohamed Morsi. During days he was arrested by the UAE, that supports his competing, the position CEO Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Mr. Shafiq was wide seen as the largest severe contender to Mr. Sisi. He was expelled by the UAE next his detention and his household informed creature incapable to pin him following his arrival in Egypt. Several hours after, he gave an interviewing on Egyptian TV in that he rejected assumption saying D been stolen and told he was revising his judgment to run versus Mr. Sisi. His household grown concerns of filthy act, and estimated he was creature detained versus his will at a Cairo inn. My lack of more than rather than 5 year may be distant me of creature capable to really close pursue which is departure on in our nationality in regulation of developments and artistic achievements in spite the challenge of the facility, he wrote. I include seen how I will not be the ideally man to conduct the country's sphere for the upcoming time. Therefore I include solved not to run in the forthcoming 2018 president elections. A ex-air strength captain and aircraft secretary, Mr. Shafiq stood for CEO in 2012 but lose tightly to Mr. Morsi, who later given an detention order for him on corrupt practices extortion. Mr. Shafiq fled to the UAE. Mr. Morsi was after overthrown by the war and replaced in 2014 by Mr. Sisi. Time Mr. Shafiq was justified of the corrupt practices extortion. Individually, else capacity President applicant, Colonel Ahmed Khan Soa, was detained in December following declaring plans to work. He was condemned by a war trial on December 19 to 6 years in jail. He was condemned for indicating policy opinions opposite to the requirements of war procedure. His attorney Asad Hakel was cited as proverb by AFP news story agent. The Al Masrioan paper told he was detained for an inquiry and publication of politically affiliated live video and misuse of his war position.